welcome to another video. I absolutely love the holidays, so I'm so excited for this one. I feel like there is a little bit of a misconception that people who are vegan can't enjoy the same traditional Thanksgiving meals as everyone else. So today I wanted to show you some of my favorite Thanksgiving meals made vegan and pretty much show you how I make them super tasty still. So today I will be making stuffing, green bean casserole, and a pumpkin dessert. I'm super excited, so let's get started. Alright, so I'm going to start with my personal favorite, which is the Beyond Meat stuffing. It's seriously so good. So to begin, set your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and butter your cookware. You're going to chop up half of an onion, 4 sticks of celery, and 1 carrot. Measure a 1/4 cup of cranberries, chop them into smaller pieces, and set them aside. Next, melt 2 big tablespoons of vegan butter in a large saucepan. Once the butter is heated up, add all your chopped veggies, saute them for about 3 minutes on medium heat, and while those are sauteing, mash up 8 ounces of Beyond Meat ground beef. Then add the crumbles into the mix and cook until you see the meat start to turn brown. Next, add 3 cups of veggie broth, the chopped cranberries, and then your seasoning to the mixture. Thoroughly mix everything until your breadcrumbs are soaked in the sauce, and then add all the stuffing to the buttered cookware. I like to spread little chunks of butter on the top of the stuffing for extra flavor. Cover with foil and place in the oven for 40 minutes. Finally, for a crispy top, remove the foil and put the stuffing back in the oven for an additional 10 minutes, and you're all set. Garnish however you please and you are good to go. Okay, now on to the green bean casserole. I have this every single Thanksgiving and I love it so much I finally learned the recipe from my mom. First, set your oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit, chop up 8 ounces of mushrooms and half of an onion. Melt 2 to 3 tablespoons of vegan butter and start sauteing the veggies until your mushrooms are thoroughly cooked. In a separate bowl, measure 1 cup of broth and 2 tablespoons of flour and whisk it together. Add the broth, 2 cups of almond milk, a 1/4 cup of Bragg's, pepper to taste, and 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. In the meantime, defrost 24 ounces of green beans and cut them into halves. Put your green beans in your cookware and pour the sauce over them. Add a 1/4 cup of slivered almonds and mix everything together. Finally, coat the top heavily with fried onions and then add sliced almonds to top it off. Cover with foil and place it in the oven for about 20 minutes. And that completes your green bean casserole. Finally, we are going to be making pumpkin cake bars with cream cheese frosting. These were such a hit, they melt right into your mouth and are so tasty. So first, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Grease an 8x8 pan and set it aside. In a bowl, mix together 1 cup of pumpkin puree, 6 tablespoons of olive oil, and 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Mix well and set aside. In a separate bowl, whisk or sift together 1 cup of flour and 1 cup of cane sugar. Add in 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and some pumpkin spice. Whisk everything well. Add the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients and gently combine them just until everything is mixed together. Pour into the prepared pan and bake for 25 minutes. Meanwhile, in a food processor or blender, add 3 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of cream cheese, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, 1/2 teaspoon of milk, and 1 cup of powdered sugar. Blend until smooth. Once the cake is ready, make sure you set it aside to cool completely, and then you could either frost the cake and serve as is or slice the cake up into bars like I did. Either way will be good. And that is the pumpkin dessert. Alright guys, that is a wrap. Those are some of my favorite Thanksgiving meals. They are so delicious and I highly recommend you guys try these at home. I hope everybody has a lovely Thanksgiving and a Merry Christmas. And of course, if you have any questions for me, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And maybe if you're feeling kind today, you could give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.